you, Prince, of course, and also all your followers really enjoy the beauty of Singapore. And I'm really very happy that I can still walk out in public as long as you're wearing a mask.
Hello, hi friends, welcome back to Indotus Vlog and welcome back to Singapore. Carlos Guptai last video আমাক দেখুৱাইছিল গগনচুম্বী অট্টালিকাৰ এটা ৰূপটপৰ পৰা ছিংগাপুৰৰ চিটি স্কাইলাইনটো আৰু তাৰ সৌন্দৰ্যটো আমাক বৰ্ণনা কৰিছিল। এইবাৰ এই ভিডিঅ'ত কাৰ্লোছ গুপ্তাই আমাক লৈ যাব চিটি চেণ্টাৰ এৰিয়াত আৰু ক্লোজ ভিউ এটা দিব চিটি স্কাইলাইনৰ, য'ত অণ্ডাৰুছ ৰোড যিটো হিষ্টৰিকেল ৰোড হয়, মেৰিনা বিচ, নেশ্যনেল মিউজিয়াম আদি আমাক দেখুৱাব আৰু তাৰে বৰ্ণনা দিব। আৰু লগতে 9 আগষ্টত হ'ব লগা 55 নেশ্যনেল ডে ছিংগাপুৰৰ সমস্ত প্ৰস্তুতিৰ বিষয়ে আমাক দেখুৱাব আৰু লগতে বৰ্ণনা কৰিব। চ' আমি দেৰি নকৰোঁ, বলক ভিডিঅ'টো আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ।
And hello everyone. So as I mentioned just now, that we'll be going to the city center area. So I have brought you out to the city center area, and I'll be showing you the sights of the downtown Singapore and the financial district. So right now we are on intersection of Coleman Street and St. Andrews Road, and this is quite a historic road, and you can see the National Museum and also the city center area. So let me just turn on my screen. Okay, so as I apologize for my muffled voice, I must wear a mask. So if you see, this entire big building is the National Museum, National Gallery of Singapore, and all over here is the financial district, which you just saw from the top of the building where I'm staying. So you can see big buildings like the Maybank, HSBC, Bank of China, One Raffles Space, UOB, OCBC. These are big banks, and so this is the main financial district. Of course you have the British legacy here, the colonial buildings. That's the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel of Singapore, and if I zoom in, you will just be able to see the crescent moon and the stars and the red hue being projected at the bottom. So that's because the National Day of Singapore is coming up. And if you see along that side is the Singapore Flyer. The shining building there it's known as a durian shaped building. It's Esplanade at Singapore. It's where music exhibitions, concerts happen. Few more buildings here. You have Suntec City, so that's another sort of area with a lot of businesses. So if we walk down this area, so let's walk down this area for a bit, and I can show you more sights of Singapore. So let me show you at the end of the street. So like I mentioned, this is the National Gallery. So you'll be able to see a lot of decorations, all in preparation for the National Day of Singapore, which is on 9th August. And yeah, you'll see a lot of projections, light work, displays, exhibitions, and oh my god, it is quite windy. Apologies for that. I hope my voice is clear. So yeah, so this building actually used to be the center of British governance in Southeast Asia. And yeah, here you can see all the posters in preparation for National Day, all the exhibition wires, things like that. Yeah, so see, you can see 55th National Day of Singapore, all being projected from there.
On 9th of this month, this area will be more beautiful, yes?
Yeah, so let's walk to the end of the road.
Let's go. I just want to say, preparation is so good. Carlos, can you explain other places and their history?
Okay, so I just walked to the end of the road. Again, the National Gallery there. Oh, church bells.
Yes, church bell.
So of course, as you can see from the building style and everything, it's these are all the colonial buildings. So unlike in India's case, Singapore was actually ruled quite well under the British rule.
Really?
Of course, there's still controversies when the British did not defend Singapore properly from the Japanese army during World War II. But in general, I would say that Singapore was ruled well under the British. The administration was good, and it was the headquarters of Britain's rule in the Far East. So you'll see a lot of influence, and people don't hate the British, or they don't have any resentment towards the British.
Great.
So like here you can see the Arts House at the old Parliament. So this is one building, and I'll be taking you. So the building next to me is the Asian Civilizations Museum. I'm at the and behind it. of course you can see the big buildings, so you can really see the juxtaposition of the old Singapore and the new Singapore. Like you can really see the tall buildings, the banks, the colonial buildings.
That one, no?
Okay, let's walk towards Asian Civilizations Museum. So all these areas are very well preserved, and when tourists come to Singapore, they really like to see this part of Singapore. Okay, so there you can see an iconic hotel. It's called the Fullerton Hotel, and it was the scene. It was the scene of many scenes in the movie Crazy Rich Asians.
Oh, not seen.
Which actually was quite popular across the world for being the first movie with a full Asian cast, and it was really promoted very heavily by the Singapore Tourism Board because it really showcased the sights of Singapore. So you've really seen the natural beauty of Singapore, which I'll be showing you tomorrow, and also the financial district and the colonial past.
Yes, Carlos.
So yes. Right, so I was talking about the National Day of Singapore, which is on 9th August, and that's quite a celebration. That's like our Republic Day.
Nice.
And the army has a march.
Oh, same to our Republic Day.
And the president gives a speech, and there's a lot of celebration in general. So like here you can see another sort of building. So this is the Victoria Theatre, and so this houses the Asian Civilizations Museum. So actually, if you see, it's still quite like British influence, and of course everything is lit in red and white because the flag color of Singapore. And the statue there, okay, you cannot see it. Let me go towards the statue. Actually, I'll zoom in. The statue there is of Sir Stamford Raffles. He was the first British official to land in Singapore, and he's still celebrated a lot in Singapore. Buildings being named Raffles Building, Raffles Mall, Raffles Boulevard, Raffles Road.
He's an English gentleman.
So really the two most iconic gentlemen who made Singapore what it is today is of course Sir Stamford Raffles, the British official, and also the first Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, who really made what Singapore is today. So this is another memorial. So you'll see a lot of World War II memorials in this part of town.
All are nicely preserved.
So we'll walk more towards the Marina Bay Sands, the 3 hotel buildings that you saw.
Carlos, you have to show me that bridge from other side.
We'll cross that bridge here. Okay, so now let me go towards Marina Bay Sands. Alright Prince, so if you can see, so this is wait, let me see the name. I'm not sure also.
It's okay.
Okay, I cannot see the name in the dark. So this is an iconic bridge. So that's the Victoria Theatre, Victoria Memorial Hall there, which we just walked past, and of course the statue of Sir Stamford Raffles in the front. And this is a bridge that connects, which is across the Singapore River, and it connects the colonial town to the downtown centre. So all this that you see up ahead is actually all reclaimed land. That land did not exist 50 years back. So the Singapore has, because of its limited size and land constraint, it has been actively reclaiming land from the sea and expanding its territory. So this is actually quite a nice side of the river. So this is called the Singapore River.
Okay.
And you have the iconic hotel there, the Fullerton Hotel. You have Bank of China. You have CapitaLand, like I mentioned earlier, and Prince, that's another bridge.
Yes.
That's Kavanaugh Bridge across the Singapore River.
Okay, looks beautiful.
And on the other side you have all the skyscrapers. It's not super clear, but there you have the Marina Bay Sands iconic hotel building.
Let's go that side.
And on top is a very famous infinity pool, so it overlooks the city from a very high level, and you really can see a lot of the skyline and the vistas of Singapore. Right. So now let's just quickly walk past
Okay, come fast.
and go closer to the building. Okay, so this is of course the iconic Merlion in Singapore, and this is where you can truly see the grandness of the Singapore skyline, where this is all the Central Financial District, the CBD area, Central Business District. There you have the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, you have the National Science Museum there, and you have the Singapore Flyer, you have the different hotels, you have the Esplanade building, the durian shaped building which I mentioned before. There's the tallest hotel in Singapore, that really tall building you can see there, and that's Jubilee Bridge, again across the Singapore River, and this is all water of course. That's Helix Bridge, that's a pedestrian bridge there, and
Carlos, what a beautiful place.
this is the Singapore skyline.
Nice to see.
And tomorrow you'll be seeing the natural beauty of Singapore.
Oh.
But I really hope that from whatever I could like walk around, that you Prince of course and also all your followers really enjoy the beauty of Singapore. And I'm really very happy that I can still walk out in public as long as you're wearing a mask and just, you know, explore the city and you're not confined to your home. And all I can say is that I certainly hope that COVID-19 is over very soon.
Yes, I mean, now where?
Okay, so I walked a little ahead of the Merlion and that area. So that's again the skyline. Now you can see the National Science Museum much closer, and of course the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. And now you'll be able to see clearly the crescent moon and the stars. Again, decorations for National Day. And this is the Helix Bridge that I talked about, and in the distance you'll be able to see all those lights. Those are all ships. That's the open ocean, and on clear days you can actually see Indonesia from here, but of course it's night time so it's harder to see. But all those ships, that's in the South China Sea, and that's the Singapore Strait already. And yeah, so this is my city, Singapore. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, Carlos. I am very much happy to see all this beauty of city center area and a close view of city skyline of Singapore. Thank you and see you all in my next video. Bye bye.